Hey YouTube, Dan Ottawa here, the best 3rd/4th tier Pokemon Go battler in the world, coming at you with what was my strongest team so far in Great League, actually, and one that I would never use before, and I'm sorry, Alfie's mullet. I know you're not going to like this. It is featuring Shadow Granbull, a charmer that hits like a truck, and that isn't as glassy as Gardevoir, so that's kind of why I like it, for a couple reasons. One, I've used Gardevoir before as a Shadow, and it charms just like Smash 2. But the difference here is, one, it's a little thicker than the Gardevoir, and two, it has that range of moves that it gets to much quicker. Those being Crunch, which is nice coverage, and Close Combat, which you're going to see is amazing coverage. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to use a Charm user, I need two Pokemon to a certain extent to deal with like Bastiodon and Galarian Stunfisk, right? So I'm like, okay, Galarian Stunfisk is an obvious one. And then I was looking through Pokemon, I'm like, I don't want to do just something like Medicham I used multiple times already. I'm like, what about Jellicent? Because Jellicent can like do well against Galarian Stunfisk. It can hang in there to a certain extent with Bastiodon, and it's got like wider coverage for like Trevenant and stuff like that. Like you can at least stay in the matchup and hit neutral in other matchups. Plus you like in the Azu matchup too, you do pretty well. So I'm like, yeah, let's just go with that. And then I'm like, okay, well the backline's like weak to like a Scrafty, like a Scrafty or Obstagoon, where the Dark will be super effective on the Jellicent, and then the counters will be super effective on Stunfisk. So I needed ABB style team. But yeah, I did really well with this. In fact, it's the only team that I've run multiple days now. Like the other days I did like one full day, maybe sometimes even like 3 or 4 sets. And this one I've run multiple days. And then even this morning I tried to make Malamar work, and I couldn't get a team that worked. And then I just went back to this team to get some ELO back, and it's just been like dominating for me. So I'm probably just gonna like run this for the next few days just to grab some ELO before Ultra League starts. So let's take a look at these battles to see how it plays out. So Granbull against Machamp, easy lead here. Look how much that one does. Pelipper comes in. So what I normally try and do is I just chunk out, like you're gonna see that I do that a lot. In neutral matchups like Azu here, I just chunk as much as I can to lower it enough that it's now within like one Shadow Ball range, or sometimes Shadow Ball and Hexes, sometimes 2 Shadow Balls on the Azu, depending how thick it is. But it's just so easy because like I still have good alignment. I still have a good matchup if the Medicham comes back in. Here's why I'm running Ice Beam. Like your Darks, Jellicent has a bad matchup, so I got this to smash this here. They do shield. Okay, that's no problem. I know they are building up a lot of energy. Can I survive one Crunch? It's going to be close. Yeah, I can survive one Crunch, which is good. This will do a lot of chip damage if they do not shield, which I don't expect them to. Or they do shield. I guess they're... Yeah, that's not a bad play on their part, because their win condition is farm me down, getting the Sludge for the Granbull, and then Machamp there. But I have alignment there, so they couldn't do much. And I have a close combat. Oh, let me close combat you. Come on. Don't worry. You'll see some close combats. Diggersby. Again, tricky one. Diggersby's like kind of a real pain for this team because like all technically lose against it. But what I did, the same thing, like chunk a bit. Come in here. You have the Ice Beam, which will be super effective. You could take one Earthquake. So even if they stay in, you can get this Ice Beam off here. I got greedy. So I have to shield it up in case there's a second Earthquake. So I should have thrown it a bit earlier, but you know, I don't want my Stunfisk to see this, and I could come back in a Charm, so that may be an option if I go down here, but I'm going to get a second move off here before they get to the Earthquake, so perfect. So I'm either going to grab Shield back, or I'm going to take Switch, and they decide to Shield, so they really want to keep Switch, which is fine. I may just let this go, and then come in and farm with either or, quite honestly. Which one do I come in with? Let's see. See, it's the debate I'm having as well. Like, what should I come in with? And I'm like, okay, I'll just come with this because I know I can probably get to a move. This is just going to be Fire Punch. That's okay. My guess is if they have a Diggersby in the front, they probably are weak to Stunfisk in the back, right? And it's a Crest, and here we go. So I got a Crunch right here loaded. Let's see how much this will do if they let it go. They do not let it go. So I'm going to chip a bit more here and then try and catch. Yep, try and catch the Leaf Blade. Or Grass Knot, whatever one it is. Grass Knot. I don't think they're going to do too much for me there, so I let it go, and they are staying in. So I'm going to Earthquake them here, which is great. This can put them pretty low. And again, if they're staying in here, and they have a Diggersby at the front, I'm probably going to shield at least one of these. Let this one go. I'll probably shield the next one, just because like I can probably just mud shot down. I got a shield because they were definitely weak to Galarian Stunfisk at the back, right? You have a hard counter in the front. Galarian Stunfisk is very common, and there's your Frostlass. So throw the Rock Slide. This will take it out. No, it probably won't take it out, but I'll put it pretty low, and I'm just going to, instead of just get them having like a ton of farm, I'm just going to come in here and charm down, and they can't get to the move before I would have charmed them down. So Sableye lead, love to see it. They're going to have to switch into Skarmory. So I got an answer for this. I'm worried. I guess I'm not worried. So like some teams, like I was worried with like an ABB style, because like I said before, like this could be a Bastion in the back, right? Because Galarian Stunfisk gets lured out by Skarmory, which does not have a terrible matchup. I've mentioned multiple times, you can win with Skarmory if you land like, you need to land a couple Brave Birds, but you could win it. See if I'm going to hit with another one here. I do get hit with the second one, so it's just short. I think you go, it's not 2 Brave Bird, it's Sky Attack Brave Bird. So I think they just misplayed that one. But now I got to worry about so I got a good matchup here. I think they're switch locked, so I'm just going to come in here and start sniping. And it's an Azu, so I misread that, but it's okay because that's honestly better for me. Snipe as much, again, so that's what I do. I I charm down as much as I can, put them low enough, and now, since they're already at like 60% health, I now have a good matchup with my Jellicent. I shield up the first one because I know they're probably going to throw Play Rough. There's no point of them not throwing Play Rough. I'll probably let one go because I know that I need to save a shield to a certain extent for Sableye. I expect the Sableye to come in and try and snipe this Jellicent, right? So I'm going to build up a bit of energy. I expect a shield and then a snipe. But I honestly, if they try and do that, I'm probably just going to let this go because I think my win condition is probably now just charming here. Can I get to the Shadow Ball? I can get to the Shadow Ball. Perfect. And then I'll probably instantaneously swap to Granbull to just charm. Oh, and I have a move. So throw this Foul Play, and this will easily take it out because I'm very attack heavy. No problem. And charm down. So it's a hard poke. Like, there are a couple losses, obviously, to steals, but steal leads. But overall, like when you get a neutral lead, even like this, so I got to shield up 1. The problem with Swampert is they can get to 2 before you full out charm down if it's a non-shadow. So I need to try and catch here, and I do on the Jellicent, and that's kind of why I like it, right? Because Swampert's tough for the front and back line, but like a Shadow Swampert, you can just charm down before they get to the second one. A non-shadow, you have to try and catch on this, and they come in with Azu, so that's great. But double water so far. So I'm wondering what the third is, right? You have Swampert in the front, you have Azu here. Like a Venusaur would wreck this team. So I'm guessing you have maybe Skarmory in the back, right? Or something that can deal with grass because you're super weak to grass so far. They let it go, which is okay. Because now, again, their Skarmory, their Swampert's low that I can just charm it. And I can just charm this too. And there's your Skarmory. It has to be, and they gave up Switch. So this is amazing. I think that was a misplay on their part. You don't give up Switch when you have such an amazing matchup there. They're Switch locked now against my Stunfisk. So I'm going to chip as much as I can here. I expect some shields to start coming here because the other 2 I can just charm down at this point. But they are not using the shields yet. They're going for that 2 shield flex still. Gonna get hit with the Brave Bird. I can build up a bit, throw this. They may, they have to shield now, or else they're gonna be taken out. Unless they want to come in with like a Swampert and try and farm, but probably not a good idea. It's low enough that I could probably, and so we both simultaneously swap. They get hit. They come with the Skarmory. I have the crunch, so this will do This will take it out for sure. So they're probably going to shield because the Swampert's pretty low. And even though I get these are all resisted charms. Like, it's a charm from a Shadow Granbull. And so I'm going to charm this and charm this and charm this, and they're all gone, right? So that's just the power of the charm. Like, if you get them low enough, you can do that. So Bastion lead, this is rough. Jellicent come in right away because you don't want to come in with your Stunfisk, because if they're running a Bastiodon, they have an answer for Stunfisk, right? Because you cannot run a Bastiodon without an answer for Stunfisk, because Stunfisk is just going to wall you. So I came in with Jellicent because I expect like some sort of like if you're running Bastiodon, you need 2 answers for Stunfisk, right? So you probably have a Medicham, you have an Azu maybe to a certain extent. So I don't know what they have in the back yet, but they are staying in here. And this is kind of what I like. Unless they have like a hard punish for this, they're going to stay in and try and take you out. And they do take me out. So I'm going to come with Stunfisk and just farm. And am I even going to shield the Flamethrower? Because I know they probably have 2 answers in the back to this. So I'm not going to shield the Flamethrower, right? Because I know that my win condition is probably going to be with Granbull. We get the leg. I mean, and that would have been the outcome anyways. There's your Swampert. As expected, there's one answer to this. There's one answer to Galarian Stunfisk. They let it go. I come in here, try and snipe, and it's a Crest. So this is not terrible yet, because what's going to happen here is I'm going to have to shield because I'm glassy. I could try and go for the farm down. I may not get it. So I'm going to throw the crunch here because, again, honestly, the best case scenario is they shield, quite honestly. Because if they shield and take me out here, I have a shield left. So I'm going to shield this and just try and charm down. The other option would have been to come in, mud shot down, and then have an Earthquake loaded. But I have a move here. It's a close combat. It's a non-stab, but I am Shadow, so there you go. Takes it out. What a beast. What a beast of Pokemon. Like, it is, in good matchups, it is sort of broken. Bastion here again. Let's go into Jellicent. Let's hope this is a different one. It is a different one. It's a Sableye. Is this my hard counter team that I just lost to? I'm starting to think that it is. Yeah, because so this team, like, you always say, like, oh, if this team meets this lineup, you're dead. And this is the lineup where I'm dead, right? I think it was Bastion lead, Galarian, Sableye on my Jellicent, and then I think it's a Medicham, if I remember, on my Galarian Stunfisk. So absolutely no shot. I think I top left almost immediately after they shield my Earthquake. So yeah, this was a little tough. And what you're going to see on the back end, I threw another loss in here. Because it's one thing to throw just like there's your Medicham. It's one thing to throw in like a hard counter team. Like, I can't do anything about this. But there is a second matchup that I lost that had Empoleon on the front. And that's the same sort of thing, right? It's weak. Empoleon is tough because the charms are resisted. I can't come in with Galarian Stunfisk because that would be wrecked. So I only come in with Jellicent. If they switch, then I'm in trouble, right? So Deox on the lead. Again, really tanky Pokemon. And so what I may do here is charm as much as I can and then come in with Galarian Stunfisk. Yep. So there you go. I took it to the yellow and come in with Galarian Stunfisk because every move they have is resisted. The Psycho Cut, the Rock Slide, the Psycho Boost, Rock Slide, and Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt are all resisted. So I have no problem coming in here and just absorbing it. They were smart and did not throw. I get hit with the Hydro Pump. Not many people. I run Hydro Pump, so I'm fine with it. But not many people run Hydro Pump, so good play on their part to nuke me. I know they have Hydro Pump, so I was gonna say if they're running Hydro Pump, they're probably not running Play Rough. But I specifically remember running into an Azu with Play Rough, Hydro Pump, and this may be the one. Yeah, player it is. Play Rough, Hydro Pump. So not a good start here. I do have 2 shields. I have some energy here, and it's an Umbreon. So I'm going to come in here, and here we go. My win condition now is Granbull because I need 2 shields overall. I'm weak, so I got to shield 1 out. So I do shield up the Psychic. Out comes the Deox. They're going to hit me here. I got to shield it up. It is a Psycho Boost, so I'm hoping that lowers their attack enough that this next move will not take me out. So I can Charm. I'm now at almost 2 close combats, so I throw the crunch as to not lower my attack. And then I get the second move off here. I'm just because the charms are the main damage, right? So I'm just doing the that, and then I have a snipe here with the ice beam to take it out. So nice sort of like recognition of your win condition there, I think. Granbull into Drapion. So tough. Drapion is tough. So so as you can see, like it's tough because you're gonna get hit with the poison, and I got shield even if it's just an Aqua Tail, but these poison jabs are adding up, and they're gonna get a second one off here. So I already burned a shield. I'm not gonna burn a second one. I hope because it's a non-stab I can survive, and I can. So that's good. I took switch. Out comes the Azu, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna bank this because I may need that end of game. I'm super attack heavy, so I'm probably gonna win CMP if I need it. And I have an answer to this. Worst case scenario. So I let that first one go. It's an ice beam, so that's great. I don't know why they're baiting there. I only have one shield. Just go for the play rough. Even if you have a hydro pump, go for the hydro pump. They let that go. So they look like right now they're gonna go 2 shield what's in the back. They may shield this up and go play rough now if they have it. They do not. So they are going 2 shield in the back. It's a Trevenant. So this is gonna knock me out if I decide to let this go, which I may, because I think I can now go just Rock Slide. So we're getting some lag here. I know they're probably going to have to shield up at least one of these. And they may shield up 2 because I don't know if they want to do the Rock Slide and then just get nuked by Charm. So what I'm going to do here is shield this up. It is Seed Bomb bait, so good bait on their part. Get the second Rock Slide off. Get the second Rock Slide off. Come on, man. Does not take me out. And so here we go, because now I can get to a third Rock Slide. So they're going to let one of these go. They can't let 2 go, or they're going to be taken out. So they let the first one go. That's fine. I'm going to grab the second shield here. This would take it out, so they have to shield. That's it. My win condition is CMP win here because I'm going to have a way higher attack stat. Get the crunch off. CMP for the win. So banking that move early on won me that game. So that's just good recognition. Like, don't waste the energy. See if you can work around it. And here's the Empoleon. And I was like, okay, this is not great. Let's go into the Jellicent right away. And they aren't leaving right away, which is okay. And now comes the Ninetales, and it's a Charm Ninetales. So that's a little rough because this Charms are going to just kind of like what my Granbull does, right? The Charms are just going to chunk. I get one off. I'm probably going to let the move go if we CMP, thinking that it's still probably just a Weather Ball and I can survive. It is a Weather Ball. I do survive. I'm going to grab a shield, so that's okay. Like, it's not ideal because now I'm still left with oh, they let it go. And out comes the Mandibuzz. So this is okay. And they're going to eat this Ice Beam. So here's the problem now. The Empoleon with 2 shields can just go Waterfall on both of my Pokemon for the win. Right? I need to shield up one of these moves because I can't just go. There's no point of having 2 shields if they're just going to Waterfall me. So they come in here. And I was like, okay, let's just see how much Charm is doing a decent amount. So if I can align, I'm going to shield this, try and Charm down so I can align my Galarian Stunfisk there. It'll be a decent matchup. I get one move off here. I may try and switch out to try and just Mudshot down, but I can't before they throw the Hydro. I don't have it, so this is going to put me super low. I was trying to get them low to take them out here. I do. But one Rock Slide is not going to be enough to take this out. And I'm not going to get to another one before they foul or snarl me down. Even if I do get to another one, I do get to another one, but it's not enough before they snarl me down. And then they have an Aerial Ace to throw at my Granbull, which is too low. So close. They throw here. I almost got to move, but they're at back-to-back now. So they can foul play there, Aerial Ace here. So tough matchup there. Again, it's limitations, right? If you already had hard countered or you see like something like Empoleon, which is a steal on the lead, that also as well, you're in trouble. So Trevenant lead is, can I sneak this in? So this can be close. If you get the charm through and they don't fast move deny, you can, yeah, so I think I could charm down there. So you could shield once and charm down. So we know what we're doing here. We're charming as much as we can, and then we're going to catch, and we catch Ice Beam, so that is perfect. We are going to have to eat a Play Rough, which is fine. The problem is that one Shadow Ball plus hexes are not, have I been saying claws? Hexes are not enough to take this out. So I'm probably going to have to throw the second one here. I am going to throw a second one. I'm now going to get clawed down by Trevenant. So now it's going to come down to, can I get the move up? I can. So that's the only saving grace here. So I get the move up. They're going to have to shield. They are loaded with energy, so I'm going to have to eat. I tried to snipe here. Yeah, I remember that happening. I tried to snipe here. I could not get the snipe. They do shield. Able to get them down. In comes the Stunfisk. And I have almost back-to-back close combats here. Throw the first close combat. They shield. Get to the second close combat. You know what's coming. Almost a full health G-Fisk. Charm with the close combat. See you later. You are gone. Charm down for the win. And it's a beast. And that's why it's insane. Like, it's, if you get in like a neutral matchup or a good matchup, it's just, you're golden. And the back line has enough like widespread play with the meta to deal with a lot of it. So that is why I've run this team. Honestly, I want to do a viewer submission tomorrow. So I got to check to see if there's any. And then that's it. I'm going to showcase that. I'm going to play this for a few more days. And then Monday starts the Ultra League and Ultra League Remix. So I'll throw out some teams there. And that's it. So thanks for watching. I know I don't usually use Charm, but it's been working. So this is one of my more unique teams that I've used. So that is it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.